One more time.
From 12 Oak Stadium in Hampton, Georgia, the Georgia Media Network Services presents high school football. Tonight's matchup features the 1-3 Mustangs of Morrow and the 2-2 Wildcats of Lovejoy. Alongside producer and director Dennis Thomas, I am Anthony Harp. However and wherever, we thank you for joining us. Tonight's forecast will be 77 degrees, mostly cloudy with a slight breeze. And the Mustangs, they will receive the opening kick. It is about time to shake, rattle, and roll. And we are underway. Ball sailing. Mustangs are moving from left to right, inside the 15, zigzagging, crossing the 15, tumbling his way down to the 20, near sideline towards up. The month of October is here. That means the start of the season of fall, the MLB playoffs, and the high school teams making a playoff push. That's going to be a challenge for Morrow, who's going up against a team that hasn't beaten Lovejoy going back to when Saturday morning cartoons was a big deal. Lovejoy, they're on the prowl for their second straight postseason appearance. There's only 5 weeks left in the regular season. One school has been a success on the football field since their doors opened, while the other one has been at the bottom of the food chain in their respective counties. It is first down and 10. We have movement up front, and we have our first flag of the field. And we can take this brief moment in time and welcome in our director and producer. He goes by the name of Dennis Thomas. Good evening to you.
Well, good evening, sir. How you doing? Just want to welcome everybody here to the live broadcast here at Georgia Media Network Services. And thank you guys for joining us on this beautiful afternoon at 12 Oak Stadium in Clayton County. Tell your friend to tell a friend that if they're not coming to the game and they want to see the game, you got a kid at the game or a student at the game, tune in right now and check out the live broadcast. Back to you, Anthony.
It's going to be first down and now 15. Balls to the near right hash. There's the snap. It's going to be a reverse to the 15, 20, 25, and tackle between the numbers and the hash marks. That's Andrew Craig, the junior running back, with a little trickery in the backfield. Looking at Morrow County, head coach by Jerome Weeks. There's a first down for the Mustangs. Have a man in motion. It's going to be a sweep that goes nowhere. Tackled in the backfield is Malik Kersey. So what has been the cause for the slow start for the Mustangs? COVID. That's the because we're still in the middle of a pandemic and still recovering from last season as they made the playoffs. Now, things have gotten back to normal in terms of regimen for the Mustangs. However, they have a young team and an inexperienced team, so it's going to be a learning curve of sorts. As the ball carrier gets back to the original line of scrimmage and a little bit more, that was Craig with another carry there. And the key to beating Lovejoy tonight for the Mustangs is to play our game and play all 4 quarters. So it's going to be third down and 6. Out of the shotgun, clap, there's the snap, dropping back, here comes the rush, fakes pump, steps up, throws on the field. That is bobbled and dropped. That is incomplete. Malik Kersey was the attendant receiver over the middle. He had it, but could not hang on to it. Jakari Terrell. No, excuse me. Alexander Anderson on the coverage. And so the Mustangs will pump the ball off of their first possession. There's the snap. There's the punt, nearly blocked. Wobbly kick, bounces at the 41, and it stayed still for a little bit. And then a sneaky recovery that did not go far by the ball carrier. And maybe a yard gain, if that. So we have 10 minutes, 2 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. Lovejoy will get their first possession of the evening. Looking at Lovejoy Wildcats, head coach by Edgar Carson. His assessment of his football program is still in progress. They have a young team, and as we are still living in a COVID-19 society, in terms of regiment, things still hasn't gotten back to normal. But they went to the playoffs last year, so Coach Carson and his staff has figured out something. Keys to tonight's game: ball control and execute. Stephen Craig, the senior quarterback, he is under center, and he will snap it. I formation is going to be a handoff running up the middle, have a dog pile. It is very rare these days to see the quarterback under center. It's typically a wildcat and a shotgun formation type of thing. That's about a gain of about 3. It is second down and 7. The Wildcats are moving from right to left on your screen. Under center, second down, handoff, near side, trying to turn a corner, gets to the 50. And that was McCowan with the carry. The little bitty man stands at 5'11", gains about 3 to 4. It is going to be third down and 1 coming up. So it's going to be third down and very short. Craig out of the pistol formation. 2 wide receivers to the near left. Man in motion. There's the snap. There's the handoff. There's the first down and a little bit more. Launching for the first down is Trayvon Kitchen. And that will move the sticks. And that will get the Wildcats in Mustang's territory. The last game for Lovejoy, they hosted Griffin, and they won that game 27-17. First down and 10. Inside the 45-yard line, it's going to be a handoff. It's going to be McCowan. McCowan running between the hash marks. And to this point, the Wildcats are being very aggressive with the run game. 6A Region 4, Lovejoy and North Atlanta are 0-1 in region play. And they're the only school who is at 500 in the region currently. It's going to be second down and 7. Ball at the 40-yard line. Shotgun formation. Clap. There's the snap. Wines throw the ball down the field. That is caught at the 10, 5. That will be a Wildcat touchdown. Stephen Craig to Shane Paul. The senior to senior connection.
What a nice pass by Stephen Craig. Steps back, looks down the field, left side of the field. Got a receiver wide open, guys. That was a fantastic effort. Lovejoy puts them on the score with 7 minutes, 37 seconds left to go in the first quarter of play. On a homecoming night for Lovejoy.
Yes, it is a homecoming festive night. The Lovejoy faithful, they have showed up. So we're going to be doing things a little bit different for halftime. And we will tease you leading up to that moment. And the PAT is good. 7 minutes, 31 seconds, first quarter. The Lovejoy Wildcats, they strike first. It is 7-0. Georgia Media Network Services Incorporation is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, is dedicated to career development and academic achievement through media technology. Our organization is committed to providing students with a media opportunity, technology support, and training that will prepare them for careers in the media industry. For more information on Georgia Media Network Services, please contact us at gamedianetworks.com, or you can email us at georgiamedianetwork@gmail.com, or you can give us a call at 850-466-6070. And there's the kickoff, a well kick. Ball caught at the 6-yard line, gets to the 15. He's being chased, and he is tackled at the 17-yard line. And with 7:29 remaining, Morrow will get their second possession of the first quarter. They are down 7-0 on the Georgia Media Network Services.
What do you think? Eric, what do you think? I'm muted.
So it's going to be first down. And 10. Throw in the flat. Intercepted. That is intercepted. That's Cameron Henry. He's playing full safety, but he is also listed as a wide receiver. So just like that, an INT, and the Mustangs are off to a slow start. 7:20 remaining. Wildcats are up 7-0, and they are very well in the Mustangs' red zone. Ball inside the 10 at the 8.
I guess
And the ball is on the near left hash. Craig is out of the shotgun. He has 2 halfbacks beside him. 3 wide receivers to the far right. There's the clap. There's the snap. It's going to be a sweep. 5. Touchdown. Lovejoy Wildcats. Trayvon Kitchen entered the end zone for 6, untouched.
check.
And the PAT is coming up. And the PAT is good. 7:13 remaining in the first quarter. It is 14-0 in favor of the Lovejoy Wildcats.
I'll tell you, Anthony, that's really quick. I mean, before you know it, I think the Mustangs were lucky on that pick that he didn't walk into the end zone with it. I mean, he just looked right there.
He almost did, though.
He almost did. But it didn't take but one play for Lovejoy to come back and get that thing in the end zone and put those guys up 14 points. Hope it don't. If it keep going like this, it's gonna be a long night, folks. It's gonna be a great homecoming for Lovejoy, and Mustangs, watch out.
So Morrow will try this thing one more time. Is very upbeat on the Lovejoy side of the field. Mustangs, not so much, and that ball will sail inside the 5, bobbled. It is recovered. It is hit.
Right,
He's in his end zone, and that will be a no. Hold on, he got tackled in the end zone. That was Andrew Craig tackled in the end zone, but the sideline judge says he's down at the 5-yard line.
I think his knee went down at the 5-yard line before he went into the end zone, so that's why they're going to bring the ball back out the end zone. I was going to say, man. Talk about badly. He should have let that one roll into the end zone.
I have a sneaky suspicion that he was hoping that the ball will roll out of bounds for a penalty to just automatically move the ball in better field position. It's just one man's guess. I could be wrong. But it is 5 minutes, 7 seconds. Lovejoy is leading 14-0 right here on the Georgia Media Network Services. Deep in their own territory are the Mustangs. They're at their own 5-yard line. Quarterback under center. There's the whistle. The play is ruled dead. And we will have our second penalty of the evening. False start against the Mustangs. And it looks like, I stand corrected. That wasn't a penalty. That was a timeout. A timeout by the Mustangs. They have 2 remaining, so the clock stops at 5 minutes, 7 seconds. Unable to make the big game, have family and friends out of state, or just got to work late? Well, we have a solution for you. Just stream the game live from wherever you are by searching on YouTube or Facebook to see your favorite sporting event live. Remember, search Georgia Media Network Services. It's free. Yes, so you can check us out on the Georgia Media Network Services on YouTube and on Facebook. And we are glad that you are doing so. So both teams return to the field. The ball is on the near right hash. Mustangs are moving from left to right on your screen. There's a bobble. It is recovered. And all sorts of discombobulation is starting off for the Mustangs. No gains on the play, but the snap was definitely bobbled. So looking at the Mustangs, last week they played at Fayette County in Fayetteville, and they came up short 37-16. It is now second down. There's the clap. That snap is going to be a pitch to the outside, and it was read and snuffed out immediately. Justin Etheridge, the defensive end, read the route of Andrew Craig like the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Swinging it outside to the near right. Did not go anywhere. Region 6A, Region 4, as this is a regional matchup. Morrow is one of 2 schools with 1 overall win coming into this week. It's going to be third down and long. There's a handoff, eluding defenders, getting up to the 5-yard line is the ball carrier, Andrew Craig, and the punting unit for Morrow is making their way onto the field. So another punting situation deep inside their own territory are the Mustangs. There's the snap. There's the punt. That is a short punt. It will be caught inside the 35. Trying to find blockers. And we have Laundry on the field. Ball carrier is taken down at the 20-yard line. And the ball carrier was Aiden Benton, the 6'2 junior. Let's see what the flag is for. It's going to be a block in the back against the Wildcats. That is their first penalty of the evening. As we are at 4 minutes, 55 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Lovejoy is getting their third possession of the game. They're up 14-0. They're on the Mustang side of the field. The ball will be down at the 35-yard line. As the Wildcats, they move
Hey,
from
Eric,
right to
do me a
left. The
favor.
ball is on the near left hash mark. Craig out of the shotgun. 4 wide receivers to the right. Man in motion. There's the throw. Far side complete. It's a screen. The 35 to 20. The 10. 5. He is in the end zone. Brace the pylon. Touchdown. Lovejoy. That was Craig to Kitchen on the connection. And the Lovejoy Wildcats continue their winning ways. They score another touchdown off one play from the line of scrimmage. And that's their second possession in doing so. One snap resulting to 6 points. The snap, the hold, the kick is up. The kick is good. 4 minutes, 44 seconds remaining. Lovejoy is leading Morrow 21 to absolutely nothing. Whether you be by Facebook or whether you be by YouTube, we thank you for joining us this evening. We're at 12 Oak Stadium. This is the Georgia Media Network Services. He is our director and producer, Dennis Thomas. I am Anthony Harp. However and wherever, we thank you for joining us on this pleasant evening. Coming up at the half, we will recap the first half.
Got it.
It goes over scores in the region as well as scores and what's to come at the college and pro level. And we have a special halftime feature for you where it is homecoming for the Lovejoy Wildcats. I know they're faithful, always want to win homecoming and senior night. And this is one of those nights where it will be a must-win for the fan base. And the ball does indeed goes out of bounds. Andrew Craig let the ball sails. And I guess this game plan worked as the ball for the Mustangs will be a much better field position. Last possession, the ball started for the Mustangs at their own 5. Now the ball goes all the way up to their own 35-yard line. They're down 21 to nothing. 4:44 remaining in the first.
Yeah, gotta say that time. You see it? What is it? I deleted her one time. I'm trying to block her out. I don't know who she is.
So it's going to be first down and 10. Out of the shotgun clap. There's the snap. There's Craig in the backfield. Lunges, maybe gains a yard if that. He is tackled. He's tackled back at the line of scrimmage, moving just inside the far left hash. The Morrow Mustangs are one of 3 schools who has yet to play in region prior to this week. So this is the Mustangs' first regional game. And they got a tall task ahead of them. There's a snap. There's the bobble. It is recovered. Had a man in motion moving from left to right. He was able to recover the bad snap. The quarterback could not maintain the ball. So now it is third down and 15. They have to get the ball to the 45-yard line. Ball is back at the 31-yard line. Out of the shotgun, 3 wide receivers to the near right. There's the clap. There's the snap. There's the throw. It's a screen. It's complete to the 30, 35, 40. Did not get the first down, but he is well close to it. The catch was made by Burt Hunter, the 4th. The tackle was made by Jaquil Middlebrook, and it's 4th down and 2. The ball is just inside the right hash mark, and we will have a punting situation come on. But wait, we have a timeout, and that's Morrow. They have burned their second timeout with 2:50 remaining in the first quarter. Right here on the Georgia Media Network services. Looking at other scores from around the state of Georgia. If I can pull it up. You have Eagles Downing at Dutchtown. Both schools are 3-1 there. And Denmark will be at Forest Central. Then you have Harlan County at Elbert County. Then you have Berkmar at Norcross. You have Lamar County as my computer screen is just doing whatever it wants to do. So we're back. And Morrow will go for it. As a friend of mine once said, no guts, no glory. Here we go. It's Craig, and he will go down in the backfield. Aiden Benton tackling the ball carrier. It was a Wildcat play that got snuffed out by a Wildcat. So Morrow will turn the ball over on downs. Lovejoy will recover or will get possession of the ball with 2:37 remaining. Lovejoy is up 21-0. So Lovejoy will get the ball inside the Mustangs 30 or on the 35-yard line. High snap. It's going to be a ball carrier to McCowan trying to break free. Could not do so. Antonio Elder Jr. with the leg tackling from the line of scrimmage. McCowan was able to lunge forward to get 3 yards there. So it is 2nd down and coming up. Oh, no. There's the snap. There's the throw. It is caught, dropped, recovered. Nope, it is incomplete. McCowan had the ball, then dropped the ball. That will be ruled incomplete. So it's going to be 3rd down for Lovejoy. Craig is out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers set to the far right, 1 to the near left. There's the clap. There's the snap. Craig in the backfield throws. That is bobbled. That is caught. Getting the 1st down and a little bit more. And Lovejoy will move the sticks there. Elijah Long with the tackle. Looked like that was Biden with the catch. Either way, it moves the sticks. And Lovejoy continues to move the ball down the field. It's going to be 1st down and 10. Empty backfield. Craig throws the screen. It's complete to 25, 20, 15. Taking people with him down to the 11-yard line. That was Jaquil Middlebrook with the catch, and I stand corrected. He caught the previous pass on the opposite side of the field. And with that play, Lovejoy is inside the Mustangs' red zone yet again. Ball is down at the 12-yard line. Checking out other games inside the region. Region 4, 6A. It is Lakeside. They are doing battle against Business Engineering, Science Tech. Both teams are looking for their second win of the season. And here comes McCowan on the jet sweep inside, dancing inside the 5. Get inside the goal line. Is he in? Yes, he is, for another rushing touchdown for the Lovejoy Wildcats.
I mean, Lovejoy's a powerhouse nightmare. How the way they're moving the ball up and down the field, strategic. I'm trying to say the word. I mean, normally Lovejoy starts off a little slow, but tonight, I guess it's the homecoming feeling that's making those guys. I mean, they're just outstanding. 39 seconds left to go in the first quarter, guys. 39 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Scores 27, nothing waiting on the PAT.
The snap, the hold, the kick is good, but we have laundry on the field. Looked like somebody moved up front, and it was Morrow. For them to be down, soon to be 28 points, Morrow has only been penalized twice thus far. And now you wonder if Lovejoy is going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Definitely going to put him close to the goal line on this one.
Yep, I see Craig on the field, the starting quarterback for the Wildcats. And it looks like they are going to try and go for it as the ball is at the 2. Yep, the Wildcats look like they're going to try and go for the kill early. Nope, it's the PAT. Craig is the place kick holder. The kick is up. The kick is good. 39 seconds remaining in the first quarter from 12 Oak Stadium. It is 28-0. Lovejoy.
28 points in the first quarter for Lovejoy's homecoming 2021. Impressive, I might say. And I tell you, man, these guys are moving up and down the field. So, teachers, I guess soon Coach Carson will start putting his subs in, I'm sure. Some of the guys will probably be doing some escorts during their homecoming as far as the homecoming court goes. Beautiful night here at 12 Oak Stadium in Clayton County. Winds are really light winds, should I say. As you listen to the Morrow High School band in the background.
And the kick, the ball sails in the air. Ball caught at the 12, 15, 20, 25. Tripped up and taken down.
One thing I want to say about the Morrow Mustangs tonight, they've been making a lot of mistakes here in the first quarter of play here tonight. They've been actually, like you said, on that pass, the quarterback threw the ball across the line of scrimmage and almost had to pick off for a touchdown. Fumbling the ball in the low areas. The Mustangs got to really pick up their ball game tonight. If not, this is not going to look pretty. I think last week we played the ball game and at halftime they started having a free running clock. So we don't want that to happen tonight.
Yeah, because we are on different sides of that topic. We may have to go there on that topic later on this evening, but hopefully we're not. Hopefully not.
We won't.
33 seconds remaining. Lovejoy 28, Mustangs nothing. The ball will be snapped from the own 25. It's a fake pump. He rushed from behind, throws across the body. The ball is caught and dropped. On the tackle or on the coverage was Crafton. And slow to get up looked like Lamont Brinson. He took a nasty pop. He caught the ball twirling in the air. and he is down. He is now rolls on his back as both head coaches from both sidelines make their way towards the middle of the field, near at the 31-yard line. And this is a injury timeout. He's moving his arms. If anything, it looked like he just got the wind knocked out of him. But that was a nasty hit.
Commercial break. Commercial break. Commercial break. I don't. Commercial.
Yeah.
You are too. Check 1, 2. You there? Okay, good.
And he gets back to his feet. We believe that was Lamont Brenson. He is getting attended to, but he was able to walk off the field under his own power. So that's a relief there.
Looks like this is going to be the last play. 25 seconds left to go in the quarter.
It's going to be first down and 10 from the 25. Man in motion. It's going to be a jet sweep that was snuffed out immediately. These Lovejoy Wildcats, they're coming in. They are attacking the running game like a pack of wolves. That was Crafton with the first defender to get inside the backfield. Looked like that was Elijah Long with the ball carry. And indeed, that is how the cookie crumbles in the first quarter. At the end of one quarter of play on the Georgia Media Network services, it is all Lovejoy over Morrow. It is 28 to absolutely nothing. The Georgia Media Network Services is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, is dedicated to career development and academic achievement through media technology. Our organization is committed to providing students with a media opportunity, technology support, and training that will prepare them for careers in the media industry. For more information on the Georgia Media Network services, please contact us at gamedianetworks.com, or you can email us at georgiamedianetwork@gmail.com, or you can call us at 850-466-6075. As both teams take it to the other side of the field. And it's going to be third down and long. Man in motion. There's the snap. Looking. Throws up a lollipop pass out of bounds. That will not be ruled a intentional grounding, as the man in motion was long. And another punting situation comes on for the Mustangs. It is fourth down and 15. As both units get themselves together. There's the snap. There's the punt. It is a low line drive punt, recovered inside the 50, eluding a defender, getting to the 45, and then he's taken down. The ball carrier was Javon Kinchin on the carry there. 11:43 remaining in the second quarter. It's 28-0. In favor of the Wildcats, who will get the ball moving from left to right. As we are waiting to resume play, no, they're going to move the ball back 5 yards. Wondering that was a delay of game. Either way, that is Lovejoy's second or third penalty of the first half. They will get the ball at their own 50 to the near right hash mark. 1st and 15. It's going to be a quarterback keeper to Craig. He has blockers ahead. He's to the 30, to the 20, the 10. That is a touchdown. Javon Kitchen was sprinting smoothly from the 50-yard line all the way to the end zone.
Looks like the Wildcats taking up where they left off in the first quarter. Nice run down the sideline for another Wildcat touchdown.
Well, Lovejoy, they have been aggressive on both sides of the ball, especially down in the trenches. Morrow has yet to find any form of momentum to get things going.
11 minutes and 33 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Lovejoy's up quickly.
The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. It is 35 to absolutely nothing in favor of the Lovejoy Wildcats on the Georgia Media Network services.
And you're hearing the sounds of the Lovejoy band in the background. Let's get down low and take a shot at the cheerleaders. Let's see what they got going on down here. The Wildcat cheerleaders, they really got something to cheer about tonight, I tell you. Wildcats goes up 35-0. Still 11 minutes and 33 seconds left to go in the second quarter play right here at 12 Oak Stadium in Clayton County. Homecoming night, folks.
Unable to make the big game, have family and friends out of state, or just late to work? Well, we have a solution for you. Just stream the game live from wherever you are by searching on YouTube or Facebook to see your favorite sporting event. Remember, search Georgia Media Network Services. It's free. And Morrow, they will get another stab at it again. And hopefully on this possession, it could erase the nightmare that was the first quarter for them. There's the kick. It is a line drive kick. Ball recovered at the 4. He slides across the 15-yard line. And the hiccups continue as that was Andrew Craig, who has been very effective in the offensive game plan, tried to make something happen, but he slipped, and he will be ruled down at the 16-yard line.
I tell you what, man, those Mustangs, they really need to calm down a little bit, man. This game is getting out of hand and getting out of hand fast. Mistakes are really killing them in this ball game, man. Like that right there, I mean, on the return, he just actually slipped down. No one even touched him. Gave him terrible field position, probably inside his 20-yard line. So
11:27 remaining. All Wildcats, 35 to absolutely nothing. The Mustangs, they are at their own 15-yard line. Shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers to the far left, or to the far right, excuse me. There's the handoff, and that is Craig again. He ran into a wall by the name of Jaquil Middlebrook. No, excuse me, that was Justin Etheridge with the tackle. That was Andrew Craig with another carry. Regions or games in Region 4, 6A from last week. North Atlanta, they fell to Pebblebrook 50-21. Westlake over Shiloh 26-6. And Parkview over Tucker 35-16. It is second down. Bob will play fake. Wines throws the ball down the field. That is caught to the 40, 45, eluding defenders, crossing the 50, still on his feet, and he is finally taken down. That was just what the doctor ordered. Antonio Elder Jr. with the catch between the hash marks, getting a first down. And the ball will be spotted inside Lovejoy's territory at the 49-yard line, and that is just what the doctor ordered if you are a Morrow Mustang faithful. There go no huddle, ball at midfield, ball is on the far right hash. There's the snap. Rolling out, throws. That is caught at the 45. Nope, he dropped it. He had it and he dropped it. And that was Burt Hunter the fourth. He was wide open, but could not come down with the catch.
I'll tell you, great job by the Mustangs by bringing the ball down the field, getting over the midfield line. They just got to calm down a little bit and get this thing back under control. Lovejoy's pretty much under control and leading this ball heavily, 35-0, with 10 minutes and 4 seconds left to go in the second quarter play right here at 12 Oak Stadium.
Rankings for the Mustangs, they're ranked 381st in the state. They are ranked 53rd in Division 6A. It is second down out of the shotgun all kinds of times. Throws near side, throws the ball to the Lovejoy's sideline. And looked like that was Edgar Carson, the Wildcats head coach, with the catch, displaying those hands on the sidelines.
Well, I'll tell you, Craig has to come down for the Mustangs. I mean, that ball, he just kind of panicked. He had an open receiver out there, but I think he panicked and felt the pressure, and he just threw it away.
So it's going to be third down and long coming up for the Mustangs. All four of the Mustangs ball games ending with the victor scoring over 30-plus points. It is third down and long. Ball still at the 39-yard line, just inside the far right hash. There's a snap, all kinds of time. There's a throw. That is complete at the 50, and he eludes defenders. He's at the 45, 40, near side, outside the numbers, and he is finally forced out of bounds by Jaquil Middlebrook.
That's what I'm talking about. Mustangs, you slow the thing down. I think the coach came back and saw the same receiver. It was open on last play, but he didn't connect. He threw it too high. It came right back with the same play. He eluded a tackle and got downfield. Picked up a first down. Nice first down inside of the 40-yard line of the Wildcats.
9:45 remaining. Lovejoy takes a timeout. The Mustangs, they have gotten not one but two first downs on this drive. Unable to make it to the big game, have friends and family out of state, or just got to work late? Well, we have a solution for you. Just stream the game live from wherever you are by searching on YouTube or Facebook to see your favorite sporting event live. Remember, search Georgia Media Network Services. It's free. The Mustangs, they have one timeout remaining. Lovejoy, they have two timeouts remaining. And this is the Mustangs' first trip inside Lovejoy's side of the field all game. So it is going to be first down. Ball inside the 35 at the 32. You have men in motion. Quarterback is out of the shotgun. There's the clap. There's the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Craig, trying to turn a corner. He gains positive yards inside the hash marks.
All right, Mustangs. Guys, this is a perfect time to go online right now and chat out your team, your favorite team. You got a favorite player or favorite team out there, just go ahead and go on our website, go on the chat section of either Facebook or YouTube, and let us know how you feel about this ball game. We will put you live online, and we will call you out if you like.
It is second down out of the shotgun. The ball is at the 31-yard line, There's a snap. There's a throw. catch made, and Elder Jr. is spun around like a top. Justin Etheridge, among others, on the coverage for the tackle. And it's going to be third down and long coming up. Ball is at the 29-yard line. Ball has to get all the way to the 23-yard line. Let's see what happens here as the ball is on the near left hash. The Mustangs, they've scored 70 points this season, but they have allowed 135. Last season, these same Mustangs, they went 1-7 under Jerome Weeks as the ball it's moving in favor of the Mustangs. It is a personal foul against Lovejoy.
What a gift, I tell you. And it's about the right time for them to receive that gift. But now we're going to see if the Mustangs can capitalize on the gift that Lovejoy gave them.
So now the ball is inside the 15 at the 13. Ball is still to the near left hash. Mustangs inside the red zone. There's the snap, rolling out. Fake pump, stepping up in the pocket, throws it away. And that will indeed be called a intentional grounding. There's not a soul of a Mustang near the far right side of the field.
I don't know.
One could argue that he should have been called for a intentional grounding in the first quarter, but nothing doing there. But that was a flat-out intentional grounding there, and the Mustangs got called for it.
They just took away that 15 yards they got from the original and take them all the way back to the 30-yard line. Mustang can't make mistakes like that. That's part of the reason they're in the position they're in right now in this ballgame. They made a lot of mistakes, making intentional grounding and throwing the ball in the wrong direction, fumbling. Come on, man. Let's get this ball game under control. Let's have a ball game here this afternoon.
Well, as Coach Weeks stated before the game, that this is a young and an inexperienced team.
Right.
So we are definitely seeing the youngness and the inexperience happening before our very eyes. It is second down. Ball is at the 25-yard line. Man in motion. We have flags on the field. It's a false start on the offense. And Dennis had asked the question of what will the Mustangs do with the gift of the personal foul? And as we can see, that they're not doing a whole lot.
Well, you just described it when you said that Coach Weeks said that this is a young team, and you can expect these kind of mistakes to be made by young players.
So let's do this again. Now the ball's back at the 25-yard line. It's still second down. The ball carrier will be Craig. He runs it right up the middle. Correction, that was Antonio Elder. Antonio Elder running the ball between the hash marks, tackled just inside the right hash. And it's still going to be third down and long. Ball is back up the 20-yard line. For a first down, the ball has to get to Lovejoy's 4-yard line. Third down and a chunk load of yards. 3 wide receivers set to the near left. We have whistles, and Morrow just called their third and final timeout with 7 minutes, 38 seconds to play here at 12 Oak Stadium, right here on the Georgia Media Network services. Coming up at the half, it is going to be all about the homecoming in favor of Lovejoy. Now, Lovejoy's marching band was to the right side of us. We don't see them anymore. So it is very likely that they will be on the field. But nonetheless, it is going to be a festive halftime with it being homecoming for Lovejoy. So at some point, we will recap Lovejoy's first half, and we will get to scores in the region and we will touch on what is to come at the college and pro level.
And I don't think you've noticed, man, if we look down in front of us, we got a pretty nice crowd here for the homecoming for the Wildcats. People are still lined up and still coming into the stadium on this nice afternoon.
7:38 to play. Third down, man in motion. That's Kersey in motion. There's the snap. Here comes the outside rush. The whistle is blown, and we have a flag on the field. False start against Morrow. This is their third possession. This is their third penalty in the possession. This is their fifth penalty in the first half.
I mean, we gained 15 yards. We lost 10. We gained 5 yards. Then we lost 10 again. So it looks like now we're about 25, 30 yards deep. Third down. If you look at the scoreboard correctly, it says 3rd down and 29, something like that.
So here we go again. Let us see what the Mustangs do. Will they be aggressive, go for the home run ball for a touchdown, or will they run the ball, set themselves up for a field goal? Either way, it is third down, shotgun formation. There's the snap. There's the rush. Throws the ball down the field. That is caught at the 20-yard line. That was Hunter the fourth with the catch. That was Middlebrook with the tackle. Well short of the first down. Let us see what the Mustangs do.
Looks like they're back to the original line of scrimmage.
Well, they're in field goal territory, but they are down by 35 points.
I mean, what do you got to lose? I mean, right now you're down by 35 points. Hey, why not go for it? And it looks like that's what they're going to do.
Again, they have to get to the Lovejoy Wildcats 4-yard line for a first down. So we have man in motion. That is Craig moving from right to left, then left to right. And we have a whistle. Look like Lovejoy's going to call a timeout. Lovejoy still have 2 timeouts remaining. Nope, false start. Delay of game for the Mustangs. So the Mustangs, they take 1 step forward, and they're seemingly taking 2 steps back. But nonetheless, they're still going to go for it, though.
What you got to lose?
There's the snap. There's the one. Throws. End zone. Overthrowing everybody. That will be incomplete. And the ball will be turned over on downs.
I mean, when I make that statement, what do you have to lose? I'm saying it like you're down 35 points, and a touchdown is not going to do a whole lot for you. If you plan on coming back in this ballgame, you need to go for a touchdown. So I want to make sure people can understand that I wasn't really complaining about anything about Team for say, but I was saying that you need a touchdown. So they went for it and didn't get it. So it's that play, Lovejoy around their own 20-yard line. It's just like a punt. So
6:22 remaining from 12 Oak Stadium. He's Dennis Thomas. I'm Anthony Harp. This is the Georgia Media Network Services. However and wherever, we thank you for joining us. And Lovejoy will get the ball back at their own 18-yard line. Craig out of the shotgun. In the backfield with him is Burnett. There's the clap. There's the snap. It's going to be Burnett with the carry. Gets to the 20, the 25, taking people with him down at the 28-yard line. Trayshawn Burnett, he's 5'9", the running back, taking people with him. As the people participating in home court, they're making their way, well, they're on the track. I guess they're making their way into position to the far left side of the field. First down on the field, snap, throw, catch made. Gets to the 30, near side 35, 40, 45. Tippy-toeing his way out of bounds. And the catch was made by Jaquil Middlebrook, who's been a very busy man on both sides of the ball. Other scores in Region 4, 6A, Langston Hughes and Westlake. Both teams are coming into tonight's game at 4-1. Another 4-1 team will be North Atlanta. They are at the 0-5 Tucker Tigers. On first down, it's McCowan lowering his shoulder, crossing the 50, down very close to a first down. They just may give it to him. And they do give it to him. Another first down. And what else is new for Lovejoy? They have returned to the Mustang side of the field. Going no huddle. It's first down. Pistol formation. Craig with the clap. Snap. Play fake. Throws in the flat. That is incomplete. Middlebrook had the flats all to himself. Could not catch the ball.
I tell you, that was pretty close to throwing the ball behind the line of scrimmage, but I heard the officials whistle. Actually, the receiver just kind of Middlebrook just kind of stood there for a minute. Then he realized that it could be a free ball.
And kudos to him for acting as if he did. It is second down, ball at the 46-yard line.
5 minutes, 21 seconds left to go in the second quarter here at 12 Oak Stadium.
Wines throws the long bomb down the field. That will be incomplete. Out of the reach of Javon Kitchen. That was excellent one-on-one coverage by the Mustangs.
I'm going to use one of your terms. Like Coach Carson is going for the dagger, even though he's up 35 points, 35-0. I guess another touchdown wouldn't hurt before halftime.
It's going to be third down from the 46-yard line. There's the clap. There's the snap. Dropping back is Craig. Has time. Throws far side. Off the hands of Jaquil Middlebrook. He was open there, even with a defender converging on him outside the numbers to the far left side of the field. And this is the first fourth down situation for Lovejoy this evening.
I don't think they're going to punt, though. Well, here, I guess I'm wrong about that. But do keep in mind, if Lovejoy would have scored one more time in this quarter, I think we would run to a running clock in the second half of this ballgame. Because once the team is up 40 points over another team, they automatically run the clock.
Well, there's a little over 5 minutes to play in the first half. Lovejoy scoring another touchdown. That is not out of the realm of possible. There's the step. High snap, but recover. The punt is a beauty. And it will take a Lovejoy bounce inside the 10, inside the 5, down at the 1. Well, good news for the Mustangs is that they got Lovejoy to punt. The bad news is they get the ball back at 4:53 remaining in the second quarter, down at their 1-yard line. And Morrow has 0 timeouts remaining in the first half. So looking at the Mustangs, head coach by Jerome Weeks, 18-35 in his 6th season at the helm. From the 1-yard line, there's the clap, there's the snap, it's a play fake, dump pass, intercepted at the 5-goal line. And did we call it or did we call it? That was Cameron Henry with the pick 6. Like I said, a little over 5 minutes to play in the first half. And we may have that running clock thing to happen.
I tell you what, man, that would have been a perfect play. The receiver was wide open, but actually the Wildcat stepped right in front of that and picked it off and walked into the end zone, similar to the one they had on the other end of the field. They just didn't score on it. I mean, if he'd have put a little more muscle and a little more height on that ball, I think the Mustang could have walked down the field.
Well, the pass really wasn't all that strong. It was like a soft lollipop pass over the middle.
And that's what I was saying. If he'd have put a little more air up on it and over his head, but he put it in a position where the defender, all he had to do was step in front and pick it up.
The PAT is good. 4:45 remaining in the first half. 42 to absolutely nothing. Lovejoy. Be sure to catch us on YouTube and Facebook. We thank you for doing so. Shouts out to you, Phil Walker. Morrow, get it together, please. Yes, they need all kinds of encouraging words, words of motivation, you name it. I'm not saying that, these Mustangs can pull a 1991 either wild card or divisional playoff game against the Houston Oilers coming from behind by a 30-plus point deficit with their backup quarterback because Jim Kelly was not in the game. But, hey, anything can happen. There's the kick, line drive kick, and they will, hoping the ball goes into the end zone, and it does just that.
Be a touchback for the Mustangs. Good thing for Mustangs, they get a chance to start out at their own 20-yard line, get a fresh start down the field. I hope the coach saw what happened that last possession. If he can get that ball up a little bit higher, the Mustangs are doing a pretty good job. The pressure from the Wildcats are really eating them up tonight and slowing them down.
Again, coming up at the half, homecoming festivities for Lovejoy. We'll recap the first half. Scores in pertaining to region play and scores happening around or what is to come at the pro and college levels. First down and 10 from the 20. There's the clap, there's the snap. There is the ball carrier, Andrew Craig. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, if that.
4 minutes and 36 seconds left to go in the second quarter play here at 12 Oak Stadium in Clayton County. I'm going to say
Weeks is the first head coach since Tom Van Tone to win 10-plus games at Monroe as head coach, going back to 1999 to 2002. Second down, handoff to Craig. Craig trying to turn a corner, gets to the 20, gains about 3 yards there. And they're just going to keep the ball on the ground thus far. But it's going to be third and long. Well, 3rd and 6, rather. They got to get it to the 30-yard line to move the sticks. And we have the quarterback out of the shotgun, 2 wide receivers to the near left, 1 to the far right. The halfback is on the right-hand side of the quarterback. There's a snap, throws in the backfield, and he gets back to the 20, gains a yard, if that. But the first Wildcat in the backfield was Justin Etheridge. And that's going to be another 4th down situation coming up as we have a Mustang slow to get up. He gets back to his feet as he will make his way off the field under his own power. And that is the lineman, Jason Perry, who's the sophomore, as the punting unit for Morrow will come on to the field. as player personnel get themselves into position. And the clock will roll. The Mustangs are still getting into position. The play clock is still ticking. There's the snap. There's the punt. A wobbly punt. Ball caught at the 50. To the 45 is Middlebrook. Turning the corner far side. Flags down. He's at the 30. The 25. Tackled out of bounds to the far side of the field. And let's see what the flags are for. It is more than likely holding against Lovejoy.
A nice return by the Wildcats, taking it back to the close to the 30-yard line of the Mustangs. But like Ant said, let's see what the call is.
Indeed, it is holding against Lovejoy. That is their 5th penalty in the first half. They will take over at the 2:29 mark. Lovejoy, they are out of timeouts. Morrow out of timeouts. Lovejoy, they have 2 remaining.
Two minutes and 29 seconds left to go in the first half of play right here at 12 Oak Stadium. This game's almost getting ready for the homecoming celebration. We can look across the field and we see the homecoming court lined up, getting ready to come on, and actually the Lovejoy band to our right. I think the crowd has almost tripled since the first quarter here.
We have movement up front on first down and 10. And that is against Lovejoy.
I know we probably had about 7 or 8 false starts here in the game tonight. I think that's the Lovejoy. Is that Lovejoy's first one? False start? No.
Out of the Wildcat, there's the snap, there's the flags. Lovejoy moved too soon yet again.
I think Coach Carson has made a lot of substitution on the field, and we got a lot of guys from Lovejoy's don't have the timing down.
And Lovejoy will take a timeout. They have 7 penalties in the first half. The Mustangs, they have 6. Lovejoy is down to 1 timeout remaining, and the clock never moved with 2:29 remaining in the first half.
A great time, guys, to shout out your team out there. Go on the if you're on YouTube or Facebook, go on the chat section, the comment section, and shout out your team. If you got a player here, a son, daughter, band member, whatever, shout them out. And also want to take this opportunity to take this time to remind your friends and family that's not here, that's at work or whatever, and can't make the ball game, that we are live here Friday night. And keep in mind, our next upcoming ball game will be next week right here at Terrell Stadium, where Lovejoy take on Tucker Tigers. It was a big ball game last year, but Anthony and I, we had to travel to Tucker. But we'll be right here in the same stadium.
So it is first down and 20. The way the Wildcats have moved the ball, they shouldn't be a problem. On first down, it's a jet sweep near side to the 40. Blockers ahead, and he is ruled down at the 44-yard line. For the Lovejoy Wildcats in their rankings, they are ranked 97th in the state. They are ranked 19th in the division. They've scored 68 points this season. They have allowed just 49 points. So the defensive unit has stepped up tremendously for the Wildcats. On second down, ball carrier just outside the near right hash. And the Wildcats get the ball back in Morrow's side of the field. Look, it's going to be 3rd down and 5 coming up. As the Wildcats would go no huddle.
Might be the last play.
3rd down, pistol formation, quick throw. Craig looking for Middlebrook in the backfield. And Middlebrook, that has to be at least the 3rd drop pass that he has had in the backfield in the first half.
I mean, when the ball went right between his hands, I mean, those kind you got to catch. Good friend of mine, Eric, told me once that if it touches your hand, you're supposed to catch it. And I don't know, these guys getting a little lax right now. Less than 12 seconds left to go in the quarter.
So it's going to be 4th down and 5. And the Wildcats are going to go for it. They only have 5 yards to go. There's the clap. There's the snap. There's going to be a handoff. 1st down and more to the 40. Far side, 40, 35, 30, 25. And down goes the ball carrier. That was Trayshawn Burnett, the running back / junior, and that moves the sticks. Morrow are out of timeouts, so they just got to take whatever Lovejoy gives them. As Lovejoy marching band has been spotted, they're on the far side of the field, on the track, rather. 1st down and field is going to be another carry, eluding defenders. He never went down, taking people with him. That's Trayvon Kitchen. With the ball carrier, that was Ahmad Clemens, we believe, with the tackle.
Looks like the Wildcats trying to get back in the end zone again.
30 seconds to play. Clock still running. Ball inside the red zone. We have movement up front. Or is it a timeout? Lovejoy does have 1 timeout left. All right, guess it's no timeout. Morrow must have been given permission to make the proper personnel decisions. So we're going to try this again. It's going to be 3rd down and 1.
21 seconds left to go in the quarter.
Handoff. Middlebrook in the backfield. He gets taken down. He gets taken down in the backfield.
I think that's
and he is struggling in terms on the offensive side of the ball with 5 seconds remaining, and Lovejoy will burn their 3rd and final timeout.
With 5 seconds, just let the clock run. I mean, you know, we got enough points right now. I don't think Coach Carson is happy with that right now. Teams look a little. Lovejoy started out real strong in this first half of the ball game, even in this early part of the second quarter. But right now, they're looking a little sloppy. But I pretty much, like you said about Morrow, having a lot of young guys out on the field, I think Carson made a lot of substitution, and some of the guys are just kind of adapting to this situation on the field right now.
We have 5 seconds left in the half. And actually, I kind of agree with Thomas, or Dennis, rather.
What?
There is.
Did you agree with me?
I know. Seemingly that rarely happens, huh?
We don't agree on a whole lot of stuff. But
not. Since you put it out there, no, not really. No, but in this case, yeah.
A field goal.
But they're going to go for the field goal. There's the snap. There's the hold. The kick is up. The kick is on its way. The kick is good. From 20-plus yards out. And that is how the cookie crumbles. From 12 Folks Stadium. Right here on the Georgia Media Network Services at the half. It is all Lovejoy, 45 to absolutely nothing. We will take a brief timeout and we will get the homecoming festivities started, along with scores from around the region and what is to come at the college and pro level. We'll step aside. This is the Georgia Media Network Services. Hey, earlier I had all the scores up here. Was you hearing anything else in the background? You know what it was? Like when I'm preparing, like they play other videos as well. So I'll just stay off that one. When do I talk, or do I talk when this thing is over? You talk. You talk. Welcome back to the Georgia Media Network Services. It is all Lovejoy Wildcats, 45-0 over the Morrow Mustangs. And here is what happened as to how we got to where we got to, folks. Morrow, their first possession was a punt, followed by an INT, then a punt, turn the ball over on downs, turn the ball over on downs.
Okay, hold on a second.
That's just in the first quarter. Second quarter, turn the ball over on downs. An interception that resulted in a pick six. The interception came at the 5-yard line. Then a punt. As for Lovejoy, they scored. They had 5 possessions in the first quarter. Lovejoy scored in all 5 possessions, all touchdowns. Pass, run, pass, pass. Second quarter, they kept the party going. Again, there was a pick six in the midst of all of this. Then a touchdown run by Javon Kitchen. That touchdown run was from 50 yards out, and Kitchen was just running in stride. Had blockers protecting him. That was a smooth running play from 50 yards out. That's when you know that the Mustangs was going to be in for a long evening. Then the first punt for Lovejoy came in at the 6-minute, 22 seconds mark. Then, just because Lovejoy had a timeout, one timeout remaining with 5 seconds left on the clock, even though there was up by 40-plus points, they decided to kick a field goal from about 20-plus yards out, making it 45 to absolutely nothing. And that's where we are. And if you listen to our broadcast in times past, you know, Dennis and I, we've talked about this off air. We've talked about this on air, where we don't necessarily agree with the whole having the clock run type thing. But, you know, when one team is up 45 points and the other team doesn't have any points, that's very likely to be the case. That was the case in our last ball game we had last week. I want to. It was North Clayton. Mine is going blank on the opponent. It was Riverdale, North Clayton, and Riverdale. Riverdale scored like 40 some points by the end of the first half, and so it was a non-stop clock that rolled. Unless somebody was injured or called a timeout, it was a non-stop clock that happened, and it is very likely that we will have a non-stop clock action happening again right here. So we're from 12 Oak Stadium. This is the Georgia Media Network Services. Our director and producer is Dennis Thomas. This is Anthony Harp. However and wherever, we thank you for joining us as you are enjoying the homecoming festivities. As the ladies, they showed up in their best, as if they're dressed up for the prom. But coming up shortly, we will take a time out, and then after that, we will look ahead to what is going down this weekend at the collegiate and pro level. The Falcons, they got a win. The Atlanta Braves, they clinched the division title. So something to celebrate happening this weekend. And I want to say that the BET Hip Hop Awards, that is taking place in Atlanta this weekend as well. So there are a lot of festivities and activities to get excited for in these ATL streets. As homecoming festivities is still happening, as I stated earlier in the broadcast, if you are a Lovejoy faithful, you just want your football team to win 2 ball games. Senior night and homecoming. This is homecoming, and in convincing fashion, Lovejoy is winning 45-0 over the Morrow Mustangs. We will step aside. This is the Georgia Media Network Services. Nice to meet you. Oh, thank you. I try.
Let me get it out of here, bro. Ain't that a fish place in there somewhere? Yeah, you can move out of town, man. You can move out of the neighborhood, bro. I'm down, man.
You like it? Well, we'll talk more about that. Georgia Media Network Services, all Wildcats in this ball game over the Mustangs, 45 to absolutely nothing, as the homecoming festivities is coming to a end, and we have ourselves a homecoming queen. Congratulations to her. Other games happening in Region 4, 6A. Langston Hughes over Westlake, 24 to 17. We do know that North Atlanta and Tucker, they are in progress. North Atlanta is 4-1 on the season. Tucker is 0-5 coming into tonight's game. They will take on these powerhouse of a football team called Lovejoy, as Dennis referred to moments ago, which will be seen right here on the Georgia Media Network Services. And we do know that Lakeside, they won. They got their second win of the season there. Pertaining to what is to come later on this weekend at the collegiate and collegiate and pro ranks, Morehouse, last week they lost at Savannah State 29-10. Savannah State, they have become far more compelling of a football program as they transition their way out of the MEAC into the SIAC. So they returned to the SIAC about a decade later, and they are a force to be reckoned with there. Can I talk? Congratulations to those who participated in the homecoming festivities. As previously mentioned, Savannah State, they have been a force to be reckoned with, returning back to the SIAC, leaving the MEAC from about a decade ago. This week, Morehouse will take on Edward Waters. That's a home game for them. Their AU Center counterpart, or neighbors, if you will, Clark Atlanta. Last week, they lost at Albany State 49-0. They will continue their road trip at Tuskegee. Specifically, I believe that game will be taking place in Birmingham, Alabama. Georgia Tech, they won against number 21 North Carolina 45-22. Next game will be at the house against Pittsburgh. Number 2 Georgia Bulldogs, they dismantled Vanderbilt almost as equivalent to the Wildcats dismantling the Mustang, Morrow Mustangs. Georgia Bulldogs beat the Commodores 62-0. Next game for the Bulldogs, they are hosting number 8 Arkansas. Kennesaw State, they won at Warford 31-10. Their next game will be at home against Jacksonville State. Georgia State, they lost at number 23 Auburn 34-24. Their next game will be at the house against Appalachian State. At the professional ranks, congratulations to the Atlanta Braves. They won their 4th consecutive division title with a 3-game sweep of the Philadelphia Phillies. This weekend, they are at home to close out the regular season against the New York Mets. And then next week, they will be at the Milwaukee Brewers for the National League Division Series. And
You good?
last no, last but not least,
I'm sorry, I cut you off.
the Atlanta Falcons. They won at the Meadowlands 17-14. This week, they are at the house. They will take on the Washington football team. I want to say in my prediction, I want to say I have the Falcons 2-1 at this point.
Can I interrupt 1 second, Ant? Can I interrupt 1 second?
Well, this is your platform, so it's not like I
Well,
can tell you no. So
you don't went to NFL, and I know last week you said my show, the Mike is High, was a bunch of old men gapping around. Even the show is not a bunch of
I
old
wasn't
men.
wrong. I wasn't
well,
wrong. If you replay that,
okay, we don't have to replay the show.
The proof is in the pudding with that. Okay.
No, the show was open for anybody. You had an opportunity to come in. I think you came in and you said you couldn't hear whatever, but the show is open for anybody to go on the site. That's another thing, another thought for another day. But let me just say this about the Atlanta Falcons. I think we talked about it last week. The Atlanta Falcons, I did say they were going to win. I think you and some others said they probably lose. Am I correct?
I chalked this. Well, me personally, I chalked this up as a win. Like the only team that I thought the Falcons would lose to at this point was the Buccaneers, and they actually did that.
Uh-huh.
I saw them beating the Eagles. They beat the Giants. I like their chances against the Washington football team, but I'm not going to put them past anybody. So, I thought the Falcons would be better along than what they are now. But, hey, they got their first win of the season. Their next game is at home. So we'll see how things work out as we return to play on the field. As Lovejoy, they will get the ball to receive the second half. The ball is recovered from about the 5-yard line, running near side, and he is taken down at the 15-yard line. And we have a flag on the field. No, we have a flag on the sidelines. We got a flag on Lovejoy's sidelines. Looking forward to seeing what all of this is about.
Well, to me, it looks like a lot of people are on the field. I mean, they have to have that space for the officials to run up and down the sidelines. If they're in the way of that, they can also get a penalty on that. Let's see what the official call on it.
Personal foul against Lovejoy. I'm not saying it's okay to just have penalties all willy-nilly, but, let's keep in mind you are up 45 points. You have yourselves a very nice cushion. I really hope that they don't do the whole running the clock nonstop thing, which I won't be surprised.
Brother, you can forget it. It's going to run. It's 45. When you have 45 points in the high school, that's just saving grace for embarrassment. We don't, days of 75 points on one team I think it's done. But we'll see what happens in this second half.
So to build up drama, okay, there goes the clock. Wow.
But what do you prefer? I think we had this conversation before. Would you prefer the clock run or not?
We've had this conversation going back to last season.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm asking you now. What do you prefer? Would you prefer the clock run or not?
That answer will be after this first down and 10 play running up the middle, and one could indicate that it's going to be a lot of pounding the ball type action for Lovejoy. Now, to answer your question, Dennis, look, let the clock be itself. Don't just run the clock just because the game is lopsided like that. No, I'm not with the whole mercy rule thing. The mercy rule is in favor to upward, and the whole upward community is about everybody being a winner regardless if you lose or not. I'm not okay with that. If I were to have kids, they're not participating in that mumbo jumbo. It is second down and about 5. Handoff up the middle. Has room. Has a first down till the 40, the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. That is Middlebrook. Now, for his confidence as a football player, I dare say that was much needed. He struggled all sorts in the first down, just dropping passes in the flat all by himself. struggled to help the struggling with handling the ball. That was a much needed confident builder for Jaquil Milderbrook. And the clock stopped running.
Of course, the clock going to start running when they score, but that's almost a 90-something yard run. I can't remember. I don't know exactly where the ball was on the line of scrimmage. A really nice run by Mr. Middlebrook, taking off and getting those getting the stats up, and that's going to be helpful for him in the future. Hoping the scouts will see this, and that's a good one to go on his highlight clip.
Yes, if his highlight reel was recorded in the first half, they should just delete that altogether. The PAT is coming up. The snap, the hold, the kick is up. The kick is good. It is 52 to absolutely nothing in favor of the Lovejoy Wildcats on homecoming night. And in fact, the homecoming festivities is still happening as they are taking pictures and stuff on the track. So congratulations to all of those participants there. The Georgia Media Network Services is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. It's dedicated to career development and academic achievement through media technology. Our organization is committed to providing students with a media opportunity, technology support, and training that will prepare them for their careers in the media industry. For more information, please contact Georgia Media Network Services by his website, gamedianetworks.com, or by the Georgia Media Networks at gmail.com. And a huge muff. The ball goes, no, that's a touchback. That is a touchback. It looked like Lamont Brenson was going to touch that ball. It looked like he had a handle of it from our vantage point, but he did not. And so apparently Dennis is right. They're doing the whole running of the clock thing.
I keep hearing you say Dennis is right.
You may want to enjoy this because who knows when that's going to happen again.
Hey man, I just like good football. I think I like good football, and
This is good football.
I like to see it fair for players and fair for teams. I mean, sometimes. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
What you mean fair?
I'm gonna leave it at that.
What you mean fair?
I'm gonna leave it at
Is it the Mustangs' fault?
Did you say the Falcons will win tonight this weekend or not? I meant to ask. Eric was here earlier, and he's from Arkansas. I meant to ask him about Georgia and Arkansas, so we'll talk about that later in the broadcast.
Yes, that's a football game where the two schools are ranked top 10 in the country. First down and 10. There's the clock. There's a handoff. It's going to be to Craig, pressing his way through the line of scrimmage, getting a few yardage of that. Now, is it Lovejoy's fault that they're up 52 points? They are doing their job. Why do you want to punish the team that is doing their job? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Crickets. Okay, we got crickets. While we have crickets going, Jerome Weeks, his best season as Mustangs head coach was recently as 2019, going 6-5, making the playoffs, but they lost to Brunswick 34-14. It is second down, clap, snap, Wines looking downfield, wrapped up and taken down. Down goes the quarterback.
It's a new quarterback for the Mustangs, number 12.
So another blow for the Mustangs offense. And what else is new there? The quarterback is not listed on the roster. Number 12, he's not on the roster.
Etheridge.
So it is going to be third down and a chunk load of yards. We are under 8 minutes to play of a mercy clock running. Third down and long. There's the snap. Here comes the rush. Dump pass. Ball tipped. Intercepted. Ball is tipped and intercepted at the 19-yard line. At the 19-yard line.
I thought the screen, again, like before, I thought the screen was set up nicely for the Mustangs, but the ball was just thrown a little short. He'd have put a little more on it. I think the Mustangs could have possibly picked up a first down because
That
they had
was
several blockers out in front of him.
that was the Erich Jackson, the linebacker slash defensive end. He stands at 6'4". He stands at 6'4", so we'll say that this clock or this possession will start for Lovejoy at the 6:50 mark. They're ready to score a touchdown, entering into the 50-point range or 50-point category, and they're inside the red zone. There's a snap, handoff, ball carrier running near side, cutting inside, and he is taken down at the 5-yard line. That was Burnett, the little bitty man with the carry, running outside along the numbers to the right side of the field. The 2020 season for Lovejoy, they went 9-2. They scored 254 points. They allowed 192 points. The team was eliminated in the first round of the playoffs by Valdosta, 52-14. Valdosta is one of the premier high school football programs in the state of Georgia. On second down is a handoff. It is a touchdown for Lovejoy. Now, Dennis, you said if they score 70 points, they just call the game?
No, I said it's not respectful. I mean, I think what they did is they started a running clock to keep team from scoring 70 points or more in a ball game. I mean, that's my opinion is my opinion. I'd rather not even talk about it, but I like the fact that when they can have a running clock.
So I guess we will have this discussion next week, if that's what it comes down to. No comment. Dennis is leaving me hanging on that one. All right. So the clock does stops at 5:41. The PAT is coming up. Back-to-back possessions resulting in a touchdown run for Lovejoy. And the PAT is up and it is good. It is now 59-0 in favor of the Lovejoy Wildcats over the Morrow Mustangs.
Just want to remind you guys to go online and go to the comment section. You have comments about this game, about the you have players on the field, in the band, cheerleaders or whatever, your favorite team. Anything you want to say about the game tonight, that we're more than happy to put it on the screen, the big screen, for everybody to see it. We'll make sure we shout you guys out. We're glad to be here tonight. And again, the next ball game we got coming up, it'll be next week when Lovejoy takes on Tucker.
So Morrow, they will get another shot at moving the ball down the field, hopefully getting into the end zone. And it is a muff punt up for grabs, recovered at the last second as the Wildcats, they were converging in very quickly on the ball. But that's good news that Morrow, they recovered it. They need all the good news that they can possibly get at this point. So 5 minutes, 9 seconds to play in the third quarter. The clock is running. In case you're just now joining us, Dennis have stated his point of view with the clock running thing, as did I. We will discuss this next week if that's what it comes down to. In the meantime, we have a delay a game against Morrow. That is their first penalty of the second half.
By chance, would you be keeping track of the number of false starts in this game? I know you normally keep a lot of stats of different things going on. And that's one of the things we're needing right here. We actually, part of Georgia Media Network, we actually looking to recruit students to come in and mentor them and help them understand how to be able to do some of these things. We need a statistician to come up and help us with the stats for each ball game.
Handoff up the middle. not gaining much, looked like lost a yard. And to Dennis' point, I echo those sentiments because I promise you, what you all, I mean, you pretty much heard my voice most of the season, but to Dennis' credibility and props, this man has been like Walmart. He's doing produce, he's doing mechanics, he's working in the garden, he's doing cosmetics, he's in the Home Depot area, he's in the electronics, he's in the produce aisle. He's all over the place, and he works very hard to get this broadcast up and running each and every week. So I commend you very much for what it is that you do behind the scenes. Even though we have intense debates about stuff, I really do appreciate you and what it is that you do for the Georgia Media Network Services and publicly. Since we have a lot of time on our hands here, like to appreciate you for allowing me in your space, allowing me to do what it is that I'd like to do. Talk too much.
Well, you're welcome, man. You did a great job with it, and I want to thank you for coming down. And I also want to give you a compliment for coming all the way from Marietta each weekend. I'll remind the fans. Well, after this play, we'll talk about it.
Handoff up the middle, running up the gut. That was a big play that moved the sticks positively as we are under 3 minutes to play. In case if you're just now joining us, this is the Georgia Media Network Services. It is all Lovejoy on their homecoming night, 59 to nothing, in favor of the Lovejoy Wildcats over the Morrow Mustangs.
Just want to remind everybody, this broadcast, like you said, the Georgia Media Network Services, we don't get paid to be here. It's all about the kids. It's all about the students. What we're doing, we're here to try to mentor and teach students how to be better at media, because we understand a lot of students want to go to college. Some students don't want to go to college, but hopefully we can actually take a little bit of our experiences and share it with the students. Anthony drives all the way from Marietta, no matter where the game is. If I say we're going to be in Macon, he says, I'm there. And that's what it's all about, folks. I mean, I spend a lot of time each week, and I don't complain about it because I believe in. I have worked for the NFL for over 20 years as a photographer, as a media person, doing stories and whatever. And just I've done a lot over the years, and I've been thankful for all this doing things I have done. So I want to give back. Well, we want to give back to the kids. So Georgia, that's what Georgia Media Network Service is all about. And we look for sponsors and other people, and we want to get a sideline reporter. We want play-by-play color person, junior producer. I mean, we got a lot of positions, cameraman. So there's a lot of positions available, and we are working with the schools in Clayton County. Thank you for Clayton County principals and superintendent of Clayton County, allowing us to come in and to bring this broadcast to you.
It's going to be a handoff up the middle on 4th down, and they turn the ball over on downs.
So when I come at you and I say, listen, we look for sponsors, we look for people, we're not looking at money to put in our pockets. We're looking for money to fund the program. Each week, myself and Anthony is, like I said, we spend a lot of time and money to keep this program going. It's a free broadcast. Let your friends know out there it's a free broadcast. We love what we do. We love what we do, and we just want you guys to continue to log in, watch the show, tell a friend how that the Georgia Media Network Services is doing a service in Clayton County, and eventually, with money and finances that you give it to us, we're going to expand it throughout the county and throughout the state.
The ball is turned over on downs. Craig out of the shotgun. High snap, recovered. Ball carrier gets to the line of scrimmage, if that. And we are under 1 minute to play. $59-0 is our score. This is the Georgia Media Network Services. 2nd down, approaching 40 seconds to play in the third quarter. I know you're very happy about that. I know you can't contain your excitement about that. That's an inside joke between Dennis and I. The high snap is recovered at about the 50-yard line. Well, that's good news for the Mustangs.
Absolutely.
Bad execution for the Lovejoy Wildcats, but, they're up 59 points. I really don't see Coach Craig yelling intensely about that.
I guess one thing about it, when you're in a game of this pace, when you're up 59 points over your opponent, I mean, a lot of players on the sideline get a chance to come into the ball game and play. There's kids out there that practice and sweat and I love to call it blood, sweat, and tears on practice every day. Gets an opportunity to go in and play in the ball game. I think it's great when that happens on both sides of the field.
Well, 3 quarters in the books. Even on a non-stopping clock, Lovejoy, they got in the end zone 2 times. It is 59-0. This is the Georgia Media Network Services. He is Dennis Thomas. I am Anthony Harp. However and wherever, we thank you for joining us. Unable to make the big game, have family and friends out of state, or just got to work late? Well, we have a solution for you. Just stream the game live from wherever you are by searching on YouTube or Facebook to see your favorite sporting event live. Remember, search Georgia Media Network Services. It's free. We thank you all for sticking around with us on this anything but a nail biter of a game. Whether you are at home or out and about, we thank you for tuning in. On 3rd down and long is a handoff. No gain on the play. So it looked like it's going to be 4th down and infinity. The ball has to get all the way to the Mustangs' 18-yard line for a 1st down. The ball is on Lovejoy's 48-yard line. So there you go there. Speaking of Lovejoy, they are 16-3 lifetime against Morrow. The Wildcats are on a 14-game winning streak currently. And the play clock continues to roll. Waiting for the snap. There's the snap. It is a high snap over the head of the punter. He recovers the ball, tries to kick it. It is blocked. It is recovered by Lovejoy. It gets to the 25, near side. It gets to the 40, lowers his shoulder, flag down on the field. The ball gets back to the line of scrimmage where the ball was snapped. And we have not one but 2 Mustangs down, hunched over on the turf. So much happened just now.
A lot happened in that last play, guys. I think it's looks like it's going to be a personal foul on the Wildcats on that return. Is that my mic? It seems like my mic gets louder when your mic goes down.
I just don't want the people to hear me clear my throat. That's all.
Well, I want to say this. We went by Lovejoy High School yesterday and got a chance to talk to Coach Carson, and they were excited about this homecoming ball game coming up. Also talked to starting quarterback Stephen Craig, and we asked him a few questions about how what he enjoys doing. He said 2 things he enjoyed doing is he liked playing video games, which most kids of his age do. He watched football and listened to music. Pretty laid back kid, real intelligent kid, smart kid, because he's the quarterback of the team. Right now, he has three different universities out there that's looking at him, and he's making a decision on what college he wants to attend. Stephen Craig, the quarterback for Lovejoy High School, like I said, just talked to him, just a real down to earth person, smart person, and we hope to see him at a Division II school, hopefully in the upcoming year.
So moments ago, we told you we had 2 Mustangs down about 5 yards apart from one another. One of those players are up to their feet. The other one is just now getting to his feet. The second player that is getting up, it looks a bit woozy. If anything, it looked like both players got the wind knocked out of them. So it is good to see that both players are up on their feet. And that second player to get up is Jameer Sweet Parham. He is a lineman listed playing both sides of the ball.
Football's a tough ball game, I tell you. And all the time, it's good to see when a player gets him off that field and walks off the field, because there's been situations where players had to be carted off or go to the hospital. Because I'm one back in the day, I got a dislocated elbow and had to be carted off and taken to the hospital. So when you see a kid get the breast knocked out, him, it's a blessing. So hopefully he can come back to the ball game later. If not later, we'll see him in the next ball game.
And hopefully it is not as bad as what it looked.
It looks like he got his breath knocked out, but and that's that's an old term that we use when you get hit real hard. And
Hard hitting football these days? That happens?
that happens.
What? So it's first down and 10. Handoff up the middle, tackle between the numbers and hash marks. That's Lamont Brinson, the running back / wide receiver / linebacker. The last time Morrow beat Lovejoy was 1996, winning that game 9-6. I was 8 years old, and Dennis was probably slimmer back then. No comment. All right. So that's the thing that we have now. There's just certain things you're just going to leave alone.
He keep pulling my string, I'm telling you.
Second down, long bomb down the field, near side. That is incomplete.
That was a nice try. I think if the ball had been a little bit more inside, that would have been a nice catch for the Mustangs. They should have needed that one.
That was Bert Hunter the fourth. He had one-on-one coverage going down the near side right of the field into that corner.
I got a feeling we'll see a few more of those before the game's over with.
So it's going to be third down. Clock continues to run just under 9 minutes. There's the snap. It's going to be a quarterback keeper turning the corner far side, and he is tackled on the numbers. Tackled on the numbers by Kenshawn Mitchell. And that brings up fourth down.
Like you said last week, maybe we'll get home in time to see the news tonight.
Maybe that was the case last week. Edgar Carson is 48-32 in 8 seasons at the helm as Lovejoy's head coach. And we have a whistle blown. The clock finally stops at 8 minutes, 5 seconds. And that's going to be a Morrow timeout. They have one timeout remaining. Lovejoy has all 3 of their timeouts intact.
One other thing I wanted to add, I was talking to Stephen Craig. I asked him, I said, what is your favorite NFL team? And like most Georgia kids would say, he said the Atlanta Falcons, which I agree with him. That's I always say if you live here in Atlanta, you want to support the team. But what I was shocked by was I asked him what's his favorite player. He said Matt Ryan, the quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. So, I said, well, hey, this is a Georgia boy for real. Hey, let's get back on that subject. I meant to ask you, we spoke about earlier, since we're in timeout. Who do you think the Georgia game tomorrow, the Georgia and the Arkansas game, who do you like in that ball game?
I go Bulldogs. They're at the house.
Will it be a blowout, or will it be?
Even if they was on the road, I still like Georgia in that matchup.
Okay.
So fourth down and 7. Empty backfield. There's the snap. Here comes the outside rush. Throws the ball far side of the field. That is intercepted. No, he dropped the ball. The interception was dropped, but there's a flag on the field in that same area.
Alrighty.
The ball was thrown to the far left side of the field, incomplete, almost picked off. The defender was backpedaling as he made the catch, could not come down with it. And let's see what the flag is for. passing interference against Lovejoy. That might be enough for a first down, and it is.
I remember what I said earlier, when they went for it on the right-hand side of the field, I assumed they would be coming back with the same play. It actually looked like the same play from the opposite side of the field. But Lovejoy was ready for it. They had two defenders on it.
So by way of the penalty, the Mustangs, they get a fresh set of downs. The ball is on the far left side of the field as Morrow is moving from left to right inside the red zone. Haven't put red zone and Morrow in the same sentence all evening. But the ball is at the 15-yard line. The clock continues to roll, under 7.5 to play in the fourth. All Lovejoy, 59-0, man in motion, flag on the field. Ball carrier is tackled back at the line of scrimmage, just outside the numbers to the far left. False start against Morrow. Penalties in the second half. We are tied at 2. Coming up at the half, we will briefly recap the second half, team records, and who plays who next week. It's going to be first down and 15 is a jet sweep near side, cutting back inside tackle just inside the numbers to the near right. Back to the line of scrimmage there, no gain on the play. Looking at Lovejoy, Edgar Carson needs 3 more wins to surpass C.W. Campbell as the second most winningest head coach in school history. You look at the wins and losses from Edgar Carson and the head coaches before him, all of them are far north of 500 in the wins and loss columns. It is second down, handoff up the middle, gains positive yards. Looked like gain about 2 to 3 yards. Under 6 minutes to play.
Finish that statement. I will listen to you about Coach Carson.
He needs 3 more wins to surpass C.W. Campbell as the second most winningest head coach in school history. Under Carson's leadership, Lovejoy has missed the playoff just 1 time. I say that to also follow that with no jinx.
I think Coach Hughes, I can't remember his first name, he was probably the number 1 coach. Am I correct?
I believe so. On third down, throws the ball down the field, far side. That is complete. Very close to the first down marker.
Nice catch.
So it's going to be a fourth down situation. Look like it's going to be 4th and short as we are under 5 minutes to play. And the crowd slowly but surely is making their way towards the exits. Most of them not even paying attention to the game. But nonetheless, it is a good night if you are a part of the Lovejoy Wildcat community. It is 4th and short. Throws the ball. Ball is batted in the air. Incomplete. And the ball is turned over on downs.
4 minutes and 23 seconds, and as the clock continues to count, you think this could be the last drive for the Wildcats? If Coach Carson does, I think he will. He'll take the ball and just run it each play and just run the clock down and try to run the game out.
You think they'll score again?
I think he's just going to run it out. Instead of throwing the ball, I think he'll put it on the ground and give some of the running backs a chance to get some yards.
I won't be surprised if they score again.
Yeah. I mean, 59 points is impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, especially when you got a running clock. I mean, it's not like you played 4 quarters of football. You played 2 quarters and you scored 59 points.
With a running clock, Lovejoy still got on the board not once but twice. But they take over from their own 7-yard line. Shotgun formation. There's a snap. There's the run. and the Mustangs swarm up the ball carrier in the backfield. It was a triple team tackle effort. Under 3.5 to play. This is the Georgia Media Network Services. He is Dennis Thomas. I am Anthony Harp. However and wherever, we thank you for doing so. Again, coming up at the half, second half recap, team records, and who plays who next. It is second down, shotgun formation. Two backs sandwiching the quarterback. There's the snap. It is going to be a handoff that goes nowhere. Look like lost 1 yard, and they do. Running to the far right side of the field. Under 2.5 to play. It's third down and long. As more fans for Lovejoy continuing to make their way towards the exits.
I would say this will be a passing play. You got about third down and 15. You got to throw the ball upfield, pick up a first down, so you can keep that clock running. What do you think?
I think it's under 2 minutes to play. Third down. Same formation.
I was wrong.
Handoff is a jet sweep running far side, tackled along the numbers. Indeed, it is going to be fourth down. And the punting unit will come on. 1.5 minutes to play in a ball game that really ended before it got started. As we approach 1 minute to play, the punting unit will come on for Lovejoy. Haven't put punt and Lovejoy in the same sentence all evening. This is only the second time that's happened, rather. There's the snap. Nope, it's a keeper. The punter gets it a 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. He will outrun everybody on the field. End zone to end zone. Touchdown, Lovejoy Wildcats.
And that's what you call an exclamation point right there. That's what you call putting a cap on it, taking it out with a bang.
Well, that stopped the clock at 31 seconds. End zone to end zone. Lovejoy takes it to the house, outrunning everybody on the field. It caught the Mustangs off guard. But one can make an argument. That was some Jimmy Johnson, head coach of the Miami Hurricanes type stuff right there. And they will down the ball. The point conversion fails. It is 65 to absolutely nothing. And they are going to keep the clock running. And that might be the final activity of the game.
I just want to say this again before I let the players are lining up. Coach Carson got the players lined up in the middle of the field. We want to thank you guys for joining our episode tonight of the Lovejoy High School football game. Again, this is Georgia Media Network Service. I'm going to give you guys a chance to close it out, Ann, but I just want to make sure people know that next week we'll be right here again. And to tell you who we're playing next week at the same place, Terra Stadium. Thanks again. I'm Dennis Thomas. I'm going to Anthony close it out for you.
And that will do it It was Lovejoy early. It was Lovejoy often. It was Lovejoy at the end. Second half recap for Morrow. They turned the ball over on down. Interception. Then they turned the ball over on downs again. As for Lovejoy, they scored 3 touchdowns in the second half, and the clock was running. The clock was running. The first 2 possessions of the second half for Lovejoy resulted in 2 touchdown runs. Then they possession at the 2-minute mark in the third quarter. It carried over into the fourth quarter, and it was just Lovejoy at the beginning. It was Lovejoy at the end. It is going to be a very quiet in that Morrow Mustangs locker room as they get changed out. So Morrow, they fall to 1-4 overall on the season. They fall to 0-1 in region play. This was their first game in region play of the season. Their next game will be at against Westlake in College Park. As for the Lovejoy Wildcats, they improved to 3-2 on the season. They improved to 2-0 overall in the region. Their next game will be a regional battle against the Tucker Tigers right here on the Georgia Media Network services. So we are looking forward to you joining us this time next Friday. And we thank you for joining us tonight. It was all Lovejoy, 65 to absolutely nothing on what it was homecoming for the Lovejoy community. For our director and producer, Dennis Thomas, I am Anthony Harp. This has been a presentation of the Georgia Media Network services. However and wherever, we thank you for spending your Friday evening with us. We will talk to you next Friday evening for Tucker and Lovejoy right here on the Georgia Media Network services.